Hello, dear students. So now today we would move ahead in this first chapter of class 11th chemistry, that is some basic concepts of chemistry, where we were discussing the laws of chemical combinations. So basically, if you see in your NCERT book, 5 laws of chemical combinations have been mentioned there, but this law is not there. Okay, this law is not there in the NCERT book, but in other books it has been given there. Okay, so let's study this one law also. Okay, now just read it first. When two elements combine separately with a fixed mass of third element, then the ratio of masses in which they do so is a small whole number ratio to the ratio of masses in which they themselves combine. Are you getting this? Might not be getting. Okay, let's discuss it by sentence wise. Okay, so let's discuss first this one. When two elements combine separately with a fixed mass of third element, let's say we have two elements, let's say one is carbon, another one is sulfur, and these two elements are combining with a fixed mass of third element. Let's say we have a third element, that is oxygen, and these two elements are combining with a fixed mass of third element, that is oxygen. So if carbon and oxygen are combining together, they are forming CO2. Here they are forming what? CO2. And if sulfur and oxygen are combining together, they are forming what? SO2. Okay, so let's go through the sentence again. When two elements combine separately with a fixed mass of third element, this one element should be having the fixed mass. Let's find out the mass here. If you see the mass of carbon, that is 12, ratio by mass, and its mass would be 16 to the 32. Here again mass of sulfur is again 32, and mass of oxygen is 16 to the 32. Yes, so sulfur is having, oxygen is having the fixed mass here, 32 here also, 32 here also. So let's go through the sentence again. When two elements combine separately with a fixed mass of third element, yes, these two elements are combining separately, means here they are forming this and here they are forming this, with a fixed mass of third element. So this one element is having fixed mass here, that is 32. Okay, now let's move to the next one. Then the ratio of masses in which they do so, means their ratio of masses, means the ratio of masses of these two elements, it is saying ratio of masses of these two elements in which they do so. Okay, so I would find a ratio of masses of carbon and sulfur. What is the ratio of masses? Here it is having 12, and here it is having how much? 32. So if you just simplify it, cut it by 4, 4 3 ja and 4 8 ja. So the ratio is this. Okay, so then the ratio of masses in which they do so, so the ratio of their masses means where they are combining with the fixed mass of third elements. So their ratio of masses means this one ratio is a whole number ratio to the ratio of masses in which they themselves combine. If they are combining themselves, so let's say carbon and sulfur are combining together, and what they are forming? They are forming carbon disulfide, isn't it? Yes, they are forming what? They are forming carbon disulfide. Okay, so let's go to the sentence again. Then the ratio of masses in which they do so is a whole number ratio to the ratio of masses, means this one ratio would be in whole number to the ratio of masses of these two. Are you getting this? So let's find out their ratio. So its mass having 12, and its mass is how much? Sulfur 32 to ja 64. If you simplify it, you will be getting how much? 4 3 ja and 16 4. So 3 ratio 16. Okay, so what it is saying, then the ratio of the masses in which they do so is a whole number ratio to the ratio of masses in which they themselves combine. Means the ratio of masses in which they themselves combine. So this one is the ratio you are getting. So this one ratio and this one ratio would be a whole number. So let's find out whether it is whole number or not. Okay, so let's check it. Let's divide this and this. So find out the ratio between these two. So this is 3 by 8, and this is how much? 3 by 16. Okay, so 16 would go up and 3 would come here. So it would be 3 multiply 16 divided by 3 multiply it. 3 and 3 would cancel. So you are getting a whole number. Getting it or not? Yes. So this is the law. So you would be getting a whole number. Okay? Then the ratio of masses in which they themselves combine, in which they do so, is a small whole number ratio. So means the ratio between this and this is a small whole number ratio. So this is the law all about it. Okay? Are you getting this? Okay, let me give you one more example. Before this, you note it down. Let me erase this then. Now let's discuss another example here. When two elements, let's say two elements such as sulfur and oxygen. Okay. When two elements combine separately, so these two elements are combining separately with a fixed mass of third element. Let's take a third element here. Let's say it is H. So these two elements are combining separately with the fixed mass of third element. So if sulfur is combining with hydrogen, so it is forming what? Hydrogen sulfide gas. And if oxygen is combining with hydrogen, so it is going to form what? Water, that is H2O. So find out their ratio. So sorry, their mass. Okay, look here. When two elements combine separately with a fixed mass of third element, so this third element should be having the fixed mass. So whether it is having fixed mass, let's check it. Mass of hydrogen is 1, so it is 2 molecules are there, so 2 1 are 2. So 2 ratio, sulfur is having 32. And if you see again, it is 2 ratio, oxygen having the mass, that is 16 there. Okay, so yes, when two elements combine separately with a fixed mass of third element, so hydrogen having fixed mass here also 2 and here also 2. So when two elements combining separately with fixed mass of third element, then the ratio of masses in which they do so. So means these two elements, what is the ratio of masses of these two elements, that we have to find out first. Okay, so let's find out ratio of masses of sulfur and oxygen. So what is their ratio? Here it is 32 and here it is 16. Yes. So you would be getting 32 ratio 16. So 16 2 are 32 and 16 1 are 16. So ratio is 2 ratio 1. Means the ratio of their masses, means sulfur and oxygen, when they are combining with the fixed mass of third element, so their ratio is what? 2 ratio 1. Okay. Then the ratio of masses in which they do so is a small whole number ratio to the ratio of masses in which they themselves combine. So if they are combining themselves, what they are going to form? They are going to form sulfur dioxide. So what is the ratio here? 32 ratio, 16 2 are 32. So means 1 ratio 1, 31, 32 and 32, 31 32. 1 ratio. Okay. So means now, then the ratio of masses in which they themselves, then the ratio of masses in which they do so is a small whole number ratio to the ratio of masses in which they themselves combine. Means this one ratio and this one ratio would be a small whole number ratio. So let's find out the ratio between these two. So let's divide it. 2 by 1 and it is 1 by 1. 1 would go up and you are getting 2. Again, you are getting a whole number ratio, isn't it? So this is the law of reciprocal proportion. Are you getting this? Okay, that is all for today. Now in the next lecture again we will be discussing one more law of chemical combination. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.